Welcome to this ASP.NET Core Rich Text Editor tutorial. In this video, I will show you how to work with form validation in the Syncfusion ASP.NET Core Rich Text Editor control. I will show you how to set the validation rules, customize validation messages, and set the maximum number of characters in the Rich Text Editor. I am using an existing ASP.NET Core application. In this project, I have already configured a Rich Text Editor control within a form. The Rich Text Editor control's created event is hooked to retrieve the form object after validation. The form is validated by passing its ID and validation rule options as arguments. I have also added Submit and Reset buttons. When the Submit button is clicked, the form is validated and the status information is displayed. I have disabled the default form submission so that I can show the information without reloading the page. To learn how to integrate the Syncfusion ASP.NET Core Rich Text Editor control, check out the Getting Started video linked in the card above and the description below. Now, I'll run the project. You can see the Rich Text Editor control within the form, with Reset and Submit buttons. When I click the Submit button, it shows the message Form Submitted Successfully. Notice that no validation is handled while submitting the form. Let me type something and click Reset. It resets the Rich Text Editor and the form message. Next, let me show you how to add validation rules. The Rich Text Editor supports validation rules such as required, min length, and max length. In the created event handler function, define the options variable with the rules property. Within it, set the Rich Text Editor form rules with the required property to true. Similarly, set the min length to 20 and max length to 100. To show the number of characters in the Rich Text Editor, I enable the Show Char Count property, and the character count is displayed. If I click the Submit button without typing a value, it'll show an error message, "This field is required," above the Rich Text Editor. You can place the messages at your desired location. Let me type a few characters. You can see the character count in the Rich Text Editor. Press the Submit button. It shows, "Please enter at least 20 characters." Let me add more text. Since the character count is more than 100, the error message says, "Please enter no more than 100 characters." Next, let me show you how to customize these validation error messages. In the rules, set the required property with a custom message and the Boolean value. This custom message will be shown in the form when an error occurs. Similarly, customize the min length and max length properties with custom messages. When I click the Submit button without typing a value in the Rich Text Editor, it shows a custom error message, "Enter a value." Let me type a few characters and move out of the Rich Text Editor scope. It'll show, "Please enter at least 20 characters." Again, if I add more than 100 characters, it'll show, "Please provide a value within 100 characters." Now, let me show you how to set the maximum number of characters. In the Rich Text Editor, set the max length property to 100, which will restrict the entry of more than 100 characters. Looking here, the character count and the maximum count are displayed in the Rich Text Editor. When I provide a value, see the change in the count. Once it exceeds 85%, the color changes to red. When it reaches 100, the maximum length, it won't allow any more characters. Thus, you can limit the characters in Rich Text Editor. That's it. In this video, I demonstrated how to implement form validation in the Syncfusion ASP.NET Core Rich Text Editor control. I also explained how to define validation rules, customize validation messages, and set a character limit in the Rich Text Editor. You can download this working example from the GitHub link in the video description below. You can also check if you're eligible for our community license, which gives you a free license key to use our ASP.NET Core products. If you found this video useful, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to get notifications about new videos. Thanks for watching.